Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is Ron. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Nikon Z50 Mark II, and I have attached the 70 to 200 f-mount f2.8 FL-ED VR lens to this camera. Now, being this is a crop sensor body, what this allows me to do is it allows me to get an effective reach or field of view of be 95 to about, is that right, 95? Yeah, be 95 to about 300 f2.8. So I've come up here to a place not far from my home where there's a local garden area, and I'm going to walk around and take some photographs here, and I'm going to show those to you in the video when I get home in the studio. And then I'm going to share those raw files with you on my Google Drive. So make sure you check the description in the video for a link to that Google Drive and them files so you can see for yourself what the Nikon Z50 Mark II with this lens can actually do. Now I have to check to see when I get home in the studio the specs on this lens, what the close focusing distance is and all that good stuff. But right now I'm just kind of walking around. I'm at 200 millimeters. The VR is turned on, okay, on the lens, and this camera body does not have IBIS, so that's one thing to remember. And here's some really pretty azaleas right here, if I could find one to take a photograph of. And having the 200 millimeter, okay, that was f8 ISO 400 at 1/200th of a second. And I'll show you that. Photograph in the video right now. Now, one of the reasons I like to come up here to this garden is they keep it so well manicured, and there's so many different plants and trees, flowering trees, just like this one right over here. And I'm going to try to get a photograph of this. Now, being that I've got my 200 millimeter, I'm able to stay on the path and not be out here tromping around. This is 1/320th. I showed that to you in the video right now. So here's another tree right over here, another flowering tree. And I'm not too real sure what I'm looking at, but it is a pretty purple flower. I'm still at 200 millimeters, filling the frame. Get it so I can focus on the stamen. That was 1/250th of a second. Now I'm going to go down to 70 millimeters and see how close I can get. Okay, and focus. So probably about 2 feet, 18 inches. There's some kind of warbler up here in this tree. I think it's a hooded warbler. I'm gonna see if I can't, being I only have a 200 millimeter, which is 300 millimeter field of view, but I hear that bird up there. Let's go around and see if we can find some more photographs to take. I'm a little bit early for the blooms up here on most of these bushes, so I might have to come back in a week or so, but I did want to test this lens out with this camera and show you what it could do. And I'm not too sure what these are right here, and they're blowing in the breeze pretty good, so I'm not too sure that I can get a good photograph of those. Here's some more of those azaleas. I think they're azaleas. They're kind of white. Yeah, we'll walk around this other way and see what I can see. Pretty neat picture of a bench right here. I wonder if I can do anything with that. Let me sit up here and take a photograph of this bench. I'm just gonna take a picture of this bench right here. Come back to about 70 millimeters at f8. Now I'm going to change to f2.8 so you can see the bokeh. And pretty much there's two different photographs right there. I'll show you in the video right now. You can see one at f8 and one at f2.8. There's a pretty neat picture right there. Let's see what I can do. So at f2.8 ISO 400, not a very long video this time. What I've been doing is I've been going through the lenses that I own with the Z50 Mark II, testing them out and showing you, okay, what these lenses can do with this super small, fun to use Nikon Z50 Mark II. I love this little camera. I have a Z8, I have a Z6 II, and I have a D500. But what I find is I'm grabbing this camera more and more, reaching for it and taking it out with me as I go, just walking around and doing just walking around photography. There's a bee on this flower here. Let's see how close I can get. Well, it's focused on the bee. We'll see how well it turns out. Y'all be the judge. Shutter speed was up there, 1/4000th. What I found for this body, for street photography and urban type photography, I like using ISO 400, okay? It cleans up nicely, and being that the maximum shutter speed on this camera is 1/4000th, okay? It actually works pretty good during daytime photography like today. So I've got my ISO on auto. Is it auto? Let me see. May not be auto. Yeah, it's auto ISO 400, okay? And the shutter speed, the minimum shutter speed, I've got it set also in the camera. I'm gonna find a couple more photographs to take, maybe of a building. I did take a few photographs of some people out and about today playing golf, and there was a guy sitting up by the McDonald's I took a photograph of. I show those in the video to you right now.